you complaining that you do not understand her, it would have been much easier if she actually explains herself. Don't you think so? Yeah, I do think so too. All right, I'm going to go into details. Yes, I am. You're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me. But I need to do this for you. I need to. Because if I don't, who will? Hi everybody, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. كيف حال حبيبتي وحبيبي? Now let's go ahead without wasting further time. If you're new to the channel, my name is Khalila Queen, where everything is BEA beautiful. Alright? Hey fam bam. Hi. So please don't forget to smash the like button and like this video if you are new to the channel and you like videos like this, where we sit down and we talk everything muslimah. Yeah, everything Muslim, everything that is good for you and me. Alright? So today's video, as you can tell from the title, is Habibti. What you need to know before you get married. Alright? Let's go on to this. The first thing that you need to know before you get married is your akhlaq. I'll always say this and I'll always put this in front. Your akhlaq is what makes you you. Alright? Your akhlaq is what makes you different from the next person. All right. And we all know the hadith where they say that before you get married to someone, there's 5 things or 4 things that you need to see. And akhlaq is one of them. All right. And I have to tell those girls out there, the ladies out there that are going to get married, akhlaq and habits are something that are very hard to change. All right. If you get married to the wrong person, you're thinking, oh, his habits are going to change once we get married. You are totally wrong. You do not know what you're going into. You need to stop and take a chill pill. I'm going to go into details. Yes, I am. You're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me. But I need to do this for you. I need to. Because if I don't, who will? Let me tell you something, sis. Mariam. Mariam, if you do not know how to wash those dishes, and you think that you're gonna know how to wash those dishes when you get married, yeah, Mariam, you are wrong. Those dishes are still gonna wait for you and you won't be able to wash them properly. So as it is, I can't only talk the bad, speak about the bad. We have to speak about the good. All right, we have to speak about the good. Maybe you do want to get married so desperately. You have found your love and you think he's your love. All right, I am not discouraging you not to get married, please. This video is not for discouraging you, Habibti. This video is to ensure that you are ready. What you need to know before you get married. Now, you need to forgive me if I will be ranting for the rest of this video. But yeah, let's carry on. So, your akhlaq and your habits, you need to make sure that your habits are in line. Because as it is, your habits and your akhlaq are die hard. You cannot shake them off. All right? As he cannot shake them off. He's smoking and he thinks and he tells you that, you know what? I'm going to leave smoking when we get married. No, it's going to be hard. If he doesn't start to leave smoking 3 months before your marriage, I don't think it's going to be that easy for him to leave smoking. All right? As it is for you, what name can I? Fadila, Zakia, Fatima. Okay, Fatima. If you are waking at 10 o'clock during the day, that's your waking time. It's gonna be really hard for you to get married because married women wake up early. Married women wake up early, all right? And not to speak about anybody else, let me speak about Zaina. Let me speak about me. You understand? I have this bad habit of staying in bed 1 hour before I wake up. I can wake up at 8, but I'll only get up from my bed at 9. This is a bad habit. If I do not fix it before I get married, it's going to be detrimental to my marriage because that man needs his breakfast prepared. You understand? But I will talk about these works and those inventory on my other point, on my next point, on my last point. All right? So, Habibti, when you want to get married, please ensure that your akhlaq is proper. They have good akhlaq and your habits are, are in check. You need to make sure that all these bad habits that you have going on, not washing your own panties, you putting them into the washing machine. No. You need to make sure that all these are out of the way before you get married. All right. Now, I don't need to be harsh, but if I'm not harsh, who will? Okay. All right. Okay. The next one we have is a very beautiful one. And the next tip that I got for you just before you get married, Habibti, is your happiness. All right. Your happiness. Did you hear me? Your happiness, not his, not your family's, your happiness. Is your marriage going to give you happiness? Question mark. No. All right? Your husband is not going to give you happiness. All right? Happiness comes from Allah. Your husband is your peace. Yeah? Mawaddatan. Your husband is your peace. Okay? He is not your happiness. Your source of happiness comes from Allah. Yes, He gives you something that bring you peace, that bring you happiness. He may buy you a bouquet of flowers. He may buy you some chocolate. He may take you out for dinner. All right, dinner dates every second day, every weekend. All right. He may wash the dishes for you. You know, affections of love. These things may bring you happiness, but they're not going to bring you 100% happiness. 100% happiness comes from Allah. So please, Habibti, yeah, Mariam, do not get married, okay? And Mariam is not the girl that phoned me. Don't think Mariam is the girl that phoned me or the girl that I found out that is getting married at 15 years old. This is just some random name I'm getting from my head. Disclaimer. Okay, let's go back. So your happiness comes from Allah. 100% of your happiness comes from Allah only, because you need to make sure that you hone in on this, and you need to make sure that you check this box. You need to make sure that you understand that don't run away from the house chores at home and want to get married because you're running away from them. Don't run away from washing. Mother, your ummi has told you several times to wash dishes, to wash clothes, to do house chores. And this has become very unbearable for you. And you think, you know what, by running away from all this stuff that is happening at home, I can get married and I will have true happiness. You lie. Unadanganya. Unajidanganya. All right? So, Habibti, listen to me. I've passed this. I've passed through this. I've been where you are. Okay? All I can do for you now is to tell you, you need to be patient. You need to have sabr. We've all passed through those times in life, but you're going to get over. You're going to come a time where you are independent, and yeah. And the house chores is house chores. Whether you do it in your mother's house or you do it at your husband's house, you're still going to be doing chores. Okay? And your husband's house, you'll be doing more chores than your mother's house. I promise you. Okay, all right. So make sure that Allah is your true happiness, because when you get married, there's going to come a time where you do not get this happiness from this man, from this lovely, handsome man that you love and you can't live without. You can't get true happiness from him. There's going to be time like that. And know that you will still go to Allah and pray, and that's where your happiness comes from. True happiness. Okay? All right? So your happiness doesn't start, or the happiness doesn't begin with your husband. It should begin with Allah. Otherwise, you are deceiving yourself. All right? Thank you. The tip that I got for you today is divorce. All right? Divorce is not haram in Islam. Divorce is allowed in Islam. All right? You need to make sure that you know what is divorce. Okay? You need to make sure that you know that although divorce is not haram, it's not the first option. Divorce is like the last option. All right? It is the last option where you cannot bear it anymore. It's unbearable. You guys are not compatible at all. You're supposed to make sure that you and this guy are compatible before you even make a move of getting married to him. All right? So you can't come back to me, Mariam, and say, you know what? We're not compatible. No. No. Mama didn't raise no fool. No. All right? Don't tell me I didn't warn you about this. Please find out if that guy, you were compatible, and that guy, doesn't tick all your boxes, because there might never be that one that ticks all the boxes, but he's at least, alhamdulillah, Okay, is alhamdulillah, and you leave everything to Allah. Okay, all right. You might want to know more about divorce, get to know about, what divorce is, address the issue of divorce. If you see me looking down, I wrote down every point so that I do not forget, because it's important for you. You need this. Okay. All right. So understand divorce, okay? Understand the predicaments around divorce, the percussions around divorce, everything that has to do with divorce. And that it's not your plan A, it's not your plan B, it's not your plan C, it's all the way to plan Z. Okay, that's if every other thing has taken into place. The ulamas have come in, your witnesses, your walis, they have done everything. Then divorce is last. You need to understand. Yes, it is the fourth one. So the fourth one is intimacy. Okay. I don't want to be the one to be telling you this, Habibti, yeah, Mariam. Listen. I don't want to be the one telling you this, Zaina, other Zainabs. You need to know what you can and cannot do with your husband. Like, you need to know this before you even get married. Like, mothers, please ensure that you tell your little girls. And yeah, one of the things that I can say is that some of the things I didn't learn from my mother, I learned from my auntie. So please make sure that you heed on what they have to say. And I would really like if the mothers really separate the shyness aside and do tell these girls, because these girls want to get married and they need to know what they can do with their husband Islamically and what they cannot do with their husband Islamically also, and how to be intimate with their husband in a way that it is Islamically approved and in a way that is beneficial for both parties. You know what I'm saying? You need to know that you are not needy. He's just not giving you what you want, okay? And if you are too needy, then please hold on a little bit. Just cool down, all right? Cool down, okay? And whenever I would really like advise you and recommend that before you get married, sit down with this man. Sit down, talk to them, okay? It's never too late and it's never too bad for you to tell this man what you want, okay? And it's much easier when he knows what you want so that he can please you. You understand? When they don't know, you can't be sitting down and be like, you know what, you should sort it out. You're a man, you should know better. No, 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 you don't do that. Don't set yourself up for failure. All right? Sit this man down, tell him what you want, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay? He can even go all the way to Z. You tell him. If he's a good man, he won't look at you in a bad way. Rather, he will look at you as helping him out, because now he knows, okay, this lady doesn't know this, so I don't cross this boundary. If I do this, I make her happy. If I do this, she becomes sad. If I do this, then I think it's gonna be a much better world if all the ladies do that. All right. And all the men are more accepting to a lady expressing herself. Men out there, if you are watching this video, you need to leave room for her to express herself. It actually makes it much easier for you. Don't you think so? Rather than her keeping quiet and you're like, "Nanunya nini. Una nuna nini." Like, what are you angry for? What is upsetting you right now? Like, rather than you complaining that you do not understand her, it would have been much easier if she actually explains herself. Don't you think so? Yeah, I do think so too. Last but not least, domestic work. Mariam, 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 wa Fatima. All the Mariams and the Rahmas and the Fatimas, please listen. The Nigerian people say, hold your ears. Are you holding those ears? I need you to, let me do this with my right hand. Listen, okay. Let me tell you, me as your big sister. Let me tell you something, Mariam, okay? Housework, I know that it has become a modern world. It's the 21st century. And blah, 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 blah. No, 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 okay? When you're married, you need to do these things. That's why you're a married woman, okay? That's why you're a married woman. That's why this man came to you. Don't do them. Now, there's people that overdo it. There's other men that overdo it. Like, you wash their clothes and they tell you, no, it's not washed properly. Go do it 2 times. They give you a whole lot of bad, I don't want to say nonsense, but yeah, it's a lot of nonsense. You understand? There are men out there that do that. And if you are listening and you're part of that category of men that make life miserable for women, stop. Okay? As it is, women are trying their best to please you, then you're becoming very unbearable. All right? You need to be grateful. You need to be thankful for everything that this woman does. Okay, all right. Going back to Mariam, going back to the ladies, and you need to make sure that you know how to do some domestic chores a little bit, even sweeping the house. Okay, we don't want him coming home and the house is not swept. Okay, we don't want him coming to the house and all his clothes that he left in the morning are everywhere. Okay, you need to get yourself familiarized with this. Even if he's a modern man, even if, oh, my husband is modern, he's not old fashioned. Yeah, habibti. Even the washing machine does not load the dishes by itself. You're gonna have to take the dishes, take out the bones, whatever you were eating steak or you were eating chicken, take out the bones, put them in the trash can, and put the dishes in the washing machine, in the dishwasher. Sorry, in the dishwasher, and let the dishwasher do its stuff. You understand? That also needs some domestic work. You understand? It won't, the dishes will not come from your dining table to the dishwasher. You're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to wipe the dining table. So the sooner you familiarize yourself with domestic work, that you're gonna be doing some domestic work when you get married, the better for you. For all my babes that don't know how to do domestic works, for all my babes that don't know how to cook, we rather start cooking now. We need to learn how to cook, okay? From the time you see this video, Mariam, Fatima, yeah, Rahma. From the time you see this video, please learn how to cook, Habibti. I am begging you. Learn how to cook, learn how to sweep that house for that man, because you're gonna need those enforced habits. When it becomes enforced into your body or you are accustomed to it, it's going to be easier when you get married. No matter your age, it's going to be easier. Okay, you need to do some domestic work. You need to clean up for yourself, and you need to clean up for this man, because this man is going to be your first baby. He's a baby. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, everything you know about babies, you're gonna be feeding him sometimes, you're gonna be wiping him sometimes, and some other things also. Okay, some other things that baby need, you're gonna be doing it. So that's why I say he's a baby, and you need to be doing it. You need to familiarize yourself into doing it, custom yourself into doing it, become accustomed to these things. Okay, so that you don't cry, Habibti, don't come back and saying, oh, you made a mistake. No, you did not. You were just not ready, and now I've made you ready with this video. Okay, so I hope this video is helpful to you, and I hope you take actions after you see this video. All right.
Alright, you guys, my mic went off. I think it was low battery, and I just saw it now while I was editing, but I'm gonna put it on, and I'm gonna put it with the voice note on top. Okay, so what I want to tell you is that I believe that marriage is a long life commitment, and we marry our best friends and we marry the people that we love simply because we want to live with them forever. All I want to say is that for those people that are married, please, the youth need advice. So if you are in the comment section and you are watching this video, please do comment, leave a comment of anything that I missed that the youth need to know what to do or what they need before they get married, so we can help them along. So yeah, see you next time, you guys. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe if you are not subscribed, and join the fam.